Welcome back to this guy's garage. Today we're going to be checking out the hook and loop system from Dura-Gold for the 6-inch orbital sander. That'll work on your electric or your pneumatic sander. I have both here. The reason why I prefer to use the electric sander is I don't have to listen to that noisy compressor run. So we're going to be doing some testing with the 6-inch orbital rigid. All this is coming up. For all these products, links will be in the description down below, but let's get tested. So I have two boxes here. I have a box of 40 grit, and I have a variety pack. And the variety pack consists of, let's see what it consists of. So we have our variety pack here. It consists of 80 grit, 120, 220, and this one 320, 320, and 400. Now, not only does this save you money on sandpaper, it saves you money on material because you have to use less product if you go through all the stages when you're sanding. So having all the stages to sand will save you on primer, spot putty, all the good stuff. But first we got to check out how does the sandpaper perform. All right, I'm going to start with some 400. Another thing I'd recommend for areas like this where you can't use your orbital sander, picking up an interface pad will allow you to go into them soft edges and get your sanding done. I'll show you. I'll do a demo on that in a minute. All right. So we've got a piece of 400 on our sander. When you're sanding, you want to watch, especially when you have multiple colors here, because it's a very good guide to where you need to sand, right? So I sanded all around this area. You can see here where the gray is still in, so that area is low. So we'll keep sanding that until that's gone, and that will all be even. These areas, you need something like an interface pad like we have here. All right. And the good thing about the sandpaper, like the PSA, you take your sandpaper off, throw it away. You ain't getting a second use out of it. All right. And this will allow you to get sand in your contours. So you run into some rust here like this. Well, I'll be cutting that out later on, but just for demonstration purposes. Take your piece of 80, you whack it on. And I'm impressed with the cut on that 80 grit. Let's have a look at our 40 grit here. Grit. All right. That 40 grit cuts very well. Let's try this on some filler. See how the heavier grits work on the filler. No clogging. All right, let's move up to 80 grit. So you can see the scratches in there. And we'll move up. 120. Once you get the face knocked off, it doesn't take long to cut. 220. And so on. Good thing about the hook and loop, that piece of sandpaper is not done. So you can put it back in the case. Just for clarity's sake, I bought all these products with my own money, so I have no reason to recommend shit products. And that's the brass tacks. So I'd recommend this sandpaper. Didn't gum up on stuff that you'd expected to gum up on. Very nice smooth finish. That's a paintable finish right there if you're using single stage 400. Not only am I going to recommend it, I'm going to use it on the upcoming S project. So If you found this information helpful, click the product links down below. That really helps us test a great variety of products to help you out, helps us out. So if this video helped you out some, the best way to help us right back is hit that subscribe button right there. Don't forget to leave a like, and you can watch another video right around here somewhere. Until the next time, folks, this guy's out.